Hey everyone. Oh, I'm using my not my webcam but my streaming app, and I'm sitting here trying to make sure that everything is going well for the tarot reading for today. How is everyone doing? Please feel free to come on in and say your hellos, your welcomes, your day greeting. I'm going to say tantalizing Tuesday to you. I want to make sure that I can hear this. Okay, and also videotaping. Okay, just 1 second. I am doing a little bit of housekeeping right here just to make sure the technical stuff is happening. Last time I was talking, I did this live and nobody could hear me. Oh, see, now it's working. I like it. I like it. That works. That works. Okay, so I haven't used this streaming whatever it's called, um, the tool that I'm using. I haven't used it in a while because I noticed that Facebook was dragging, like it was glitching all over the place. So I was doing it from my phone, and you end up getting a very very small, uh, window of what I'm actually doing here. With the candles, with my sage, etc., or with my hands. So I will be using the Herb Crafters Tarot. This is literally my favorite deck. I love this deck, and I know the illustrator as well, Joanna Powell Colbert. Just beautiful imagery, and also the actual tarot rendition or the explanation by Letitia Guthrie is very powerful, especially when we're dealing with herbs, because herbs have so many meanings to them. Plant life has meanings, a meaning for us. Flowers have meanings for us. Trees and shrubs, all of it, because it was here dwelling on this planet before we were here. So they hold a lot of information. So I am going to use this deck, and let me just show you the booklet because it's been a while since I've shown this, but it's really beautiful. Okay, go back over here. Ta-da! So I love this deck. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. Oh, I didn't show this side as well. There you go. Ta-da! We're going to go ahead and see how we're dealing with the energies of today. That's different than seeing what is going to happen. It doesn't matter what happens. How you deal with it is where you're making progress or where you're being held back, right? Okay, so and I know for a fact I would definitely desire to know, how do I deal with today's energy? Regardless of what shows up, how do I deal with that? What do I do? How do I maneuver when whatever shows up? So let's see how that happens. But you might be saying, well, how do you do that? You don't even know what's happening in my life. And then you're reading cards to say how it should go. Well, energy is energy. And so as you're paying attention to these cards and you know what's going on in your life, then you look at the card and say, wow, okay, that makes sense. That's going to benefit me if I maneuver or shift this way with this awareness. So I don't have to know what it is specifically for you, just as you don't know what it is specifically for me, right? But we do and can agree on that when we get some encouraging information to process better the things that are happening in our life, so that we can make better decisions, then it works. All right. So let's go ahead and pull the cards and see how this is unfolding. So the first card that I have, it is Seven of Air. So that's 7 of Wands. Now, for those that are in the newer tradition or newer understanding of the last, let's just say 30 years, newer, yeah. And it started with Aleister Crowley. Then you may think air is swords, but air is the wand. And swords are made of fire, so therefore that's how that goes, and that's how I'm gonna read, okay? So you're probably like, okay, what is she about? It's just really interesting as you learn the history of Tarot and how things changed and shifted, and what the agenda was. That there was an agenda behind some of the shifts that happened with tarot. Okay, so we have 7 of Wands. There that card is again. And the herb or the tree is eucalyptus. The next card that we have, this is how we're going to deal with whatever's happening with us today. I like it because it starts off with eucalyptus, which eucalyptus is a very healing agent for the lungs, right? So whatever it is, it's affecting our capacity to breathe well or to get through a circumstance that we're going to have to be calm, get in control. And many times that is by taking a deep breath, slowing down our tempo and our temper. Okay, the next card is, oh, air is dominating. Air is dominating. Air is dominating right there. There you go. Yarrow. Ooh, goodness. And both of these cards showed up reversed. So how are we dealing with what's happening in our life? We're going to discuss it in just a moment. And the third card is 8 of Fire, Ginger. 8 of Fire, Ginger. Check it, check it, check it. I love that. Oh, that is a beautiful illustration. Thank you, Joanna. With that fire bellowing up like that. 8 of Fire, 8 of Swords. That's what that is. That card showed up reverse. And I'm going to pull the 4th card. You know what? I'm getting reversed on all of these cards. I had to look and check to see without pulling the card, was the whole deck reversed? It's not. It's happening very organically. Okay. This is Tulsi. This is 20, the awakening. The awakening. This showed up reversed as well. Oh, goodness. And 20 is the world. The world. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have, how do we deal with what's happening today? We have 7 of Air. 7, it's very individual. It's not about everybody. It's not about the collective. It's about you. It's about how you're going to handle it. It's about you being in control of it, right? Okay. However, air happens to be about the wands, and wands can be combative. So how do we deal with today's energy? We're not going to be combative at all. You. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter how they're engaging you. You're the one that's going to diffuse this situation so that you don't get caught up in someone else's miscreation. Okay, and Ace of Air, again, that's 7 individual. The ace just confirms it. This is about you on a very big level, right? So there could be misunderstandings, and maybe not even a misunderstanding. Uh, Not being in the same mind with somebody, within, doesn't have to be something that you verbally express to somebody, which here is saying don't be combative. So it's not anything that is expressed, but it's something within. And that's ace of air. So really take in the fact that you're not going to be combative even in your mind. You're not going to be fighting the thoughts or the conversations in your mind. You become resolved in your mind about whatever it is going on, right? That you're aware of in your life. 8 of fire, that's 8 of swords. Traditionally, the 8 of swords shows one singular person with 8 swords around them, and they're blindfolded. So technically, they would have to really go within to be able to escape the thoughts, because swords has to do with the way you think and the way you speak and your intuition, right? Okay, so it's reversed. So you as the individual, well, we have the ace and we have the 7. As the individual, not getting caught up, combative in your own thoughts, your own mind about whatever it is, and then also with other people, become resolved in your mind what you're going to do or what you are going to say or how you are going to think, so that you can escape other people's ideas that seem to want to be inserted into your reality. And the last card, the world. And the world, it's a beautiful card because regardless if it's right side or reversed, it's pretty much letting you know that whatever is going on, you're taking charge of your life. You are understanding or understanding what it is that you need to do to be happy. You're not putting that on someone else about being happy. It's not necessary for you to put it on somebody else for you to be happy, which is what the world is about. Having everything short of being perfect. Having everything short of being perfect in your world. That you have control of that, and you don't need to give that up. So therefore, it's not necessary to be combative about someone else's ideas or someone else's thoughts, someone else's conditions. You don't need to be combative about it. Recognize it, understand it. Then you become resolved in your mind how you are going to be moving, how you are thinking, how you are knowing. And that doesn't have to be expressed. It doesn't have to go outside to the person or persons to make your point. Make the point to yourself. Become resolved to yourself. So, okay. Well, I want to say thank you for being with me today. You can do one of two things to support the work that I'm doing here. Please like and comment. That assists the algorithm to push my message out. Second, I'd love for you to check out our private community, our exclusive community, and that is the Be Well community. You can subscribe to that community by clicking the link below and subscribing for additional support and good stuff. That's what I'm going to call it. Good stuff. So, anyways, I'm enjoying myself. I've got my double candle candle. I started my mother candle. For those that have been with me over the years, yes, my mother candle has gotten quite the attention. Not this one, but the one that I had in the last 7 years. But when I moved, because that mother candle had the energy of that of the place where I resided in Long Beach. It had completed its course, and so therefore here in this space that I am, this beautiful home that I'm in, now it deserves a beautiful fresh start with a mother candle. So I started this one, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyways, we learn about these things, how to do these sort of things inside the private community. So I do encourage you to join. Thank you. I will talk with you soon. I'll be back tomorrow with wonderful weekly witchy Wednesday moves. I'll talk to you later.